Today we're going to talk with Alyson Dawson. She's the Payne County Board of Elections Secretary. We're going to discuss the upcoming election and what the Board of Elections does. So, Alyson, thank you. The municipal elections are Tuesday. Cushing and Perkins and Stillwater all have propositions or issues on the ballot. When does early voting start, and where do people need to go to do early voting?
Okay. Early voting begins Friday in our office, the Election Board office, which is located in the County Administration Building at the southeast corner of 6th and Duck. We're on the second floor, and we'll be there from 8 to 6 this Friday and 8 to 6 next Monday for early voting. And then we are voting on Stillwater City Councilors, seats 1 and 2. Joe Weaver and Michael Lefebvre are running for seat 1, and Philip Pena and Gina Noble are running for seat 2. The city of Perkins has a sales tax proposition for to benefit the fire, police, and emergency management departments. Over there it's 0.5% sales tax. And then the city of Cushing also has a race for their city commission, seat number 3. So you do have to live inside the city limits to vote on Tuesday. So if you're not sure if you live in the city of Stillwater, Cushing, or Perkins, you can call our office and we will let you know if you are in the city limits. And our phone number is 747-8350.
Okay. And then the election day is Tuesday.
Yes.
And when are the polls are going to be open on election day, and what do voters need to bring to the polls?
The polls will open at 7 a.m. on Tuesday morning, and they will be open until 7 p.m. that night. Voters need to bring their IDs, either a state-issued photo ID that has not expired, or they can bring their voter ID card. We're looking at the name, so make sure that your name matches the name in the precinct registry. Sometimes it's an issue with women that have gotten married or divorced, so we just want to make sure that their first and last name matches. And also, you can get a temporary voter ID card from our office that is good for, I believe, 30 days. So if you need to come by our office, we can get you a temporary card if you don't have either a driver's license or your regular issue voter ID card. So.
Okay. Now, how do you figure out what precinct and where your polling place is?
Well, you can get online. The state election board website, it's www.elections.ok.gov, and you can just put in some information and it will tell you where your polling place is. You can also call our office, 747-8350, and we can let you know as well where you're registered to vote.
Okay. Now, in the last few weeks, what has the election board done to get ready for the Tuesday election?
Well, we had to order the ballots, receive those, get them separated by precinct, and we've predefined all of the voting devices to get them ready to take out to the polling places. Just gotten all the supplies ready for the precinct workers to take with them on election day. We've sent out close to 300 absentee ballots. Been receiving some of them back. Notify all the precinct workers. Make sure that they're available to work that day, and if not, you have to find substitute officials to fill in for them. Notify the polling places, so make sure that they're open and ready for us on election day. So.
Okay. Now, how do you find precinct workers? Do they come knocking on your door and say, "Hey, I want to work a polling place," or do you do anything special to recruit them?
Sometimes I might put an ad in the paper, but most of the time we've been fortunate that people will just come by the office, and a lot of times they'll have a friend that's a precinct worker, and so their friend has, told them about it, and so they kind of trickle in every once in a while, and then we just keep a list of their name and contact information, and once we get, set quite a few people on our list, then we'll hold a training session and get them trained, and so that they're ready to work if we need them. They do get paid $25 for the training, and then for working on election day, we have 3 precinct workers out there. We have an inspector who kind of oversees everything, and the inspector will come to our office that Monday before the election and pick up the voting device and all of their supplies and take it out to the polling place. And then at the end of the night, the inspector will bring the voting device and the ballots and everything back into the office so we can canvass the results. And so the inspector makes $97. And then we also have a clerk and a judge. We have to have one of each party. And the clerk and judge both make $87 for the day. So it's a long day, but we certainly appreciate our precinct workers because we couldn't do it without them. So.
And the $97 and $87, is that set by state statute?
Yes,
okay.
That's set by state statute. So.
Okay. Speaking of voters, how many registered voters do we have in Payne County?
Just over 38,000, and to be exact here, we have 14,648 registered Democrats and 18,471 registered Republicans and 4,927 independents.
Okay. Yeah. How does someone register to vote?
All you need to do is fill out a voter registration application. We have them in our office, and you can also get them online. The State Election Board website has them, which is, again, www.elections.ok.gov. And we also have them on our website, which is just paynecounty.org, and just look for the Elections tab, and we have them there as well. You need to register, I believe it's 24 days before an election. So you can't register to vote the day of the election, but you need to get registered in advance. And you just have to be 18 years old and a U.S. citizen. So.
All right, let's talk a little bit about the Payne County Election Board. Who is on the election board, and how are they chosen, and what does the election board do?
Okay. Well, it consists of myself, and then we have a Democrat and a Republican. So the 2 parties nominate someone, or actually at least 2 people of their choice, because we have to have an alternate as well. And they submit their nomination to the State Election Board, and then the State Election Board officially appoints them. So right now on the board, we have, our chairman is Dennis Berthoff, and our alternate is Derek Blaise. They're from the Democrat Party. And then the Republican Party, we have Shirley Arnold, and then the alternate is Norma Jean Shamblin. The majority of what we do is on Election Day, we process all of the mail-in absentee ballots that have come through and just canvass the election results that night. And then we meet again that Friday following the election, and we certify the election results. And that's after the contest period has ended and any provisional ballots that were qualified have been counted as well. So that's Friday at 5 after the election. And that's majority of what the county election board does.
Okay. Is there anything else that I haven't asked you that you feel like the Payne County residents need to know about the election board or the upcoming election?
Just come and vote next Tuesday.